feel about that? What do you do when you finally beat the devil? Well, we're going to make sure that her kind of governing doesn't come back to this state, all right? We're going to make this into a Texas, all right? Aren't we? Thanks, man. Ladies and gentlemen, The Australian came out with an article this week basically saying that they should delay the election, the federal election, till May. Now, why did they say that? Why did they say that? They said that because they think that we're turning on each other. They think that we're not going to come together for the federal election. Well, they're sorely mistaken. They are sorely mistaken. If they think we're going to let petty disputes get between us and our kids, it's not going to happen. We are going to fight for our kids. We're going to make sure that they don't lay a finger on them if we don't tell them to. How many mothers here would rip out the throats of anyone that tried to come between them and their kids? This is our country. We come from countries around the world, and they are completely turning this place upside down. We have $1 trillion in debt. $1 trillion. These are Kelly bucks. When I was in Canberra, we pulled a bit of a stunt to demonstrate how much money the government is printing. It's insane, honestly. When it comes to what's going on in this country, I genuinely think that they're trying to burn it to the ground. I genuinely think that. In this state, New South Wales, we're doing very well. We are doing very well. Compared to Victoria, man, we need a moment of silence for the Victorians. They have really copped it. Don Perrottet is coming out with his new cabinet in the next couple of days. If Tanya Davies isn't in there, honestly, this is ridiculous. He's completely out of touch. We heard John Latta talk before about Brad Hazzard, the grub. Brad Hazzard must not be the health minister. He has no place governing. Don Perrottet has done a lot of different things to Gladys, but if he does not end these mandates, if he does not get rid of Dominic Perrottet, if you do not get rid of Brad Hazzard, we're going to have some serious problems. And you've got by-elections next year. That's right. We could have a new premier in February if he doesn't be careful. The state election for New South Wales isn't until March 2023. But we have to free the Victorians. That's the honest truth. That's plan B. At the federal election, you know, I'm a solutions guy. At the federal election in March or in May next year, we have to make sure that we get the balance of power. And that's only going to happen if the freedom parties work together. That's the truth. That's the truth. I don't play favourites. We got to work together. When it comes to getting the balance of power, we need to repeal the legislation in Victoria. Deferring elections? That's not democratic. We can't have that. We need to have a situation where we can bring the country together, and we need to free Victoria from this draconian legislation. They did not consult the community well enough. This is not how our country works. You heard our Aboriginal elders. When it comes to what's going on with the mothers, you heard their cries. Why are our representatives not helping us? Why are they not listening to us? Well, I think that we need to throw them out. I think we need to throw them out. You know what? And you know, there are some great ideas out there. You know what? I think someone said they're lining their pockets, and that's a great point. I think Ricardo Bossi actually made this point. He says we need a live feed on their spending. I think that's a great idea. I think every party should adopt that as a policy. We need greater transparency. Where is Dominic Perrottet? Why is he not here to listen to the people? He should be taking your answers. He should be listening to you. He should be hearing your experience, but he's not here. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a hot day. I get it. We've had a tough year, and I'm going to keep this short. This isn't the same as my speech on the 24th of July where I riled you guys up. This is about reminding you about why we're doing this. It's for the kids, it's for our democracy, and then we have to teach our kids how to hold on to that democracy. Now next year, we're gonna hit it very, very hard, but I need you to do me a favor, and I mean this. I need you to stop listening to me for the next month. We all need a break. Don't get me wrong, we've got to keep an eye on these people, because this time last year, they proposed the digital identity legislation. They were trying to make us more globalized. Yeah, I know, terrible. Keep an eye on them, but remember why you're doing this. You're doing this for your kids. You're doing this to make sure that we have something to fight for. There's no point in winning the country back if you've lost your children. There's no point. So remember to take some time for yourself, take some therapy, reconnect. If you like fishing, go fishing. I love fishing. And come back refreshed, because next year, if you think 2022 is going to be the same as the last 2 years, it is. It's going to be very similar. But New South Wales is in a lot better position than the other states. And we've got to make sure if their states go down, they have a home with us, because we're all Australians. I want to thank Reclaim the Line for organising this. I want to thank everyone for coming. You guys are legends. I know the crowd was bigger before. I think it's better that the sun's out than it's raining. But I'm really looking forward to the other protests that are happening in the future. I think there might be one happening on Australia Day. I'm hoping Max secures that. And next year's going to hit it. But I want to thank you guys. I'm looking out for you. I've got your back. And I'm looking forward to seeing what next year brings. I'll see you later. Thank you.